let's talk about the battle belt. Now, depending on where you work, what your livelihood is, whatever whatever you do for fun, they have a couple different versions of the battle belt. I've seen versions with the complete pad with the belt connected, it's already in there, and then they have like a sleeve where you can attach some type of molly or pals, plus with the belt that slips inside of it. Some of it is only like a half sleeve, that kind of thing. Or if you want, you can just get a regular 2-inch duty belt and do like the police do and put belt keepers on there. For me, what works best for me is the inner belt. This is an SOE belt with Velcro, and then an outer belt. Okay, so you got your hook here, and then you got your loop here, and then what it does is it just connects. All right, this goes on the inside of your pants, and it holds up your pants. You can adjust it, and then this basically just lays over it. All right, I will advise you, however, that the more stuff that you put on this belt, the less connection you will have with the inner belt. All right, so if you have like, as you can see here, this is a 3 mag pouch, this is 1 and 1. If I have these two close together, there's not a lot of room for the Velcro to stick. So that's why, for my own purposes, what I have done is I have a 3 shingle here. I'll move that up, give it a little bit of space, move this back a little bit of space, and at least have it maybe 2 to 3 inches of space where the hook can connect to it. Okay, that's just a little trick that I've learned. Obviously you want to be able to grab your magazines where you practice, but that's just one of the tricks. Okay, this is an SOE 1 1/4. No, this is SOE 1 1/2. All right, 1 1/2 belt, and it comes with a Cobra buckle. I find that this system works very well for me, and it's very rigid once you have the 2 belts in place. All right, Cobra buckle, big fan of the Cobra buckle. I like it. It just does a whole bunch of things for me. Mostly it makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, but there are versions of this where there's either a plastic buckle or just Velcro. There's no buckle at all. I prefer to have a buckle on it. All right. These are Kiwi pouches. These are the 3s. They have 2s, they have 4s, depending on what you want. These also have the ones with the space. I recommend the ones with the space in between. Some of the other ones that don't are really tight together, and it might be hard to pull these out. All right, so 3 shingle, 2 shingle. Most people just run a 2 shingle. I like the 3, so I ran it. 1 1/2 inch belt loops. You can also buy them from Kiwi. For my rifle pouches, I'm just using 2 singles. All right, they do sell them in singles, they do sell them in doubles. They also sell them in a combination where you can have 2 and this. And again, like I said, that's fine, but the more that you put, the more class that you put on here, the less Velcro you have to attach it to. Okay, and the way this works, it's actually pretty cool, is just has a little bit of Kydex in it. The PALS webbing, there is PALS webbing outside, so if you wanted to attach more stuff, you can. I typically don't. It just depends on what he has available. You can either go to, I think it's stac.com, and then you can also buy them on eBay, and I think he has them on Amazon as well. So I'll put all the links down below. All right, going around the belt. I don't know why a lot of people don't do this, but I always run a flashlight. You're not always going to get into a fight in the middle of the day. I think a flashlight is essential. You know, you're going to have a weapons light, that's fine. But if you are, let's say, inside your house or inside somebody else's house or a friend's house, whatever the case is, and you're trying to clear rooms, I don't think you want to point your weapon at little, daughter Susie or whoever. So in that case, you would use a separate flashlight. Do not use your gun light to illuminate a non-target. Okay, that should make sense, but people do it all the time because it's easy. You just pull your gun out. Problem is, you get spooked, something happens, you pull the trigger, now you hurt somebody, or worse yet, you killed somebody you didn't mean to. All right, so always have a separate flashlight. Some people carry them in their pocket as an EDC, that's fine. I always have one on my belt, so I never have to worry about it. I know it's there, I just pull it out and go. So this is the Surefire, let's see, this is 3095, AO3095. I forget the actual name. I'll put all the links down below if you guys are interested. What I like about this light is that it gives a wide beam. This is a wide beam flashlight. I know there was a whole big controversy back in the day about, you know, oh, it's too many lumens, it bounces back and that kind of thing. Well, what this does is, this specifically makes a wide beam. So instead of just having a straight beam with a lot of lumens, it just widens out. So it has very, very large illumination, which is why I like this flashlight more than the other ones. Now, this also has a cut inside here, so if you are doing, if your gun does not have a weapon light, you can actually use your palm and light it up that way and do those kind of things. Okay, so if you super high speed or you have not taken a low light class, I highly recommend that you take a low light class. I have a friend of mine that teaches low light class, and I will put his link down below if you're interested. All right. The case itself is also made from Surefire. All right, this is a very hard case. What I like about it, you can put any Surefire product in there, any flashlight, and it'll fit. Okay. I know that sounds kind of weird. It's counterintuitive, but the size dimensions and the way it fits is awesome. A lot of times you can actually put it in reverse. This one you cannot, but some of them it'll click in this way, and then if you wanted to, you can just pull it out. All right. I will caution you though that this is a hard plastic molded flashlight case, and the issue that you have with that is if you put this on the small of your back or right near your tailbone or your ass cheekbone, whatever you want, and you fall on it, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so try not to keep this on your side, one side, either the 6 or 3 o'clock, whatever it is. Just try to keep it off to your side. Don't put it directly on the small of your back. It will hurt if you fall on it. It'll hurt you if you fall on it. All right, SOE tear-off pouch, very simple. Okay, SOE tear-off pouch in black. I think he's got a whole bunch of them. He also has, excuse me, PALS webbing on the side. I like the tear-off pouch specifically because it's just easier to get to. It's not attached to me. I could rip it off, throw it to somebody. If I can't get to it, somebody can throw it to me if necessary. H&H bandage in here, compression gauze, and some gloves. You can put any type of tourniquet in there if you like, that kind of thing. Whatever floats your boat. There's a whole bunch of space in here to do a bunch of things. However, there's always a however. I don't like to put a lot of things inside my medical kit because you see how fat that is, right? I don't want to put a bunch of stuff in there that's going to sit at the small of my back. Again, you should be able to sit inside a vehicle comfortably, or extract or get out of a vehicle comfortably. All right, if your kit is too big or it's not right, whatever the case is, it's going to be uncomfortable. Why would you be uncomfortable? Okay, just, you know, do what you got to do. I always carry an extra set of gloves. This is my pig gloves. No big deal there. I find these are pretty flexible. They will wear out, and I just have a little grim lock right there. Okay, very simple. Next thing, I have my multi-tool. Don't ever get caught anywhere without a multi-tool. Depending on your flavor, this one is the Wave. This is the one in black. It doesn't have to be black. I have my stainless one at work, but a multi-tool is beyond what's necessary in any environment. This one happens to have the file and a sharpener on it, which is cool. Really great tool. This pouch right here, I think I've had it for years. I don't even know if this is a multi-tool pouch, but I've had this pouch for years. It still secures very well, and I don't even know where I got it, but it's cool, and I like it better than the pouches that Leatherman has now, because the leather pouches are a little bit big, and the Cordura pouches always sit a little bit too low. So I don't really like that because it only comes with that PALS webbing. This actually has a belt loop on it, so fits very well for me. All right, Safariland. This Safariland, check the gun. As you can see, it's empty. Safariland with the QLS system. So if I need to remove my holster and go with a different gun, I absolutely can. The Kiwi pouches, if I didn't mention it, will probably fit any type of magazines that are double stack, which yay for me, I don't have to change out magazines. Now this one is the 6354 DO. That basically means that if I wanted to run an optic, I can. This little slot right here is for an optic. And then all I did was connect a leg strap to it. This had to be modified. This is actually made for the Glock 17 to the 22. What I did is I popped out that little retainer piece right here, and I had to widen it. The reason is, let me put this back here. This is a low ride. Okay, so this is the low ride panel, and this is the QLS system. Put that back there. Okay, so the Glock that I typically run is my 45. It's a Glock 45, which is just a 9mm with the 17 lower and a 19 top. And then what I did is a KKM barrel. This is a Gen 5, and it has a compensator on there. Okay, I do notice a small difference with a compensated pistol. I never used to run compensated pistols before, ever. It was never a big thing for me. But I do find a small difference, and any little thing that you can get to help you in a fight is good to go for me. Like any little advantage, why not? Talon grips, I don't do stippling. I like to keep my guns as stock as possible, and I think these are Ameriglow. Yeah, these are Ameriglow sights. Let's see if you can see that. Ameriglow sights, TLR1. Okay, again, like I was talking about with that high beam, this is 1,000 lumens. All right, I don't get too fancy with gun lights. I know there's a lot better gun lights than this one. This is the one I have, and if I ever broke it, I sent it back, and their warranty service is pretty damn good. All right, so never had a problem with it. Okay, locks in there, good to go. Last thing I want to talk about, I always keep my tourniquet out front, so if I need to get a hold of it, I can. Now, this is called the T cards or tourniquet cards. I make them myself in my shop. They're about 40 bucks. If you go to the website, Three River Kydex, they come in this little package. I make them myself. All I did was I made some Kydex with a little bit of shock cord, and then I put a tech lock on it. Okay, it's really basically that simple. You can make them yourself, but you need a lot more patience, and you need to make sure that the shock cord is spaced correctly. It will take cat tourniquets and SOF-T tourniquets. It just has a little backer on it. All right. So again, you can also have them in the vertical position, or you can have them in the horizontal position, as you see here. All you can do is just pull this off, turn it sideways, and you're good to go. I also make them for Mali. So if you're interested in a Mali T card, I have those available on the website. So check those out. And I also have them for the belt loop. So for guys that were like undercovers, or somebody that just wants to wear it on the EDC, I just have a regular 1.5 inch belt that you can just slide it on. Okay, belt loop, you can do that as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you appreciate this video. I'm going to continue on, make a couple other videos with my battle kit, my battle rattle, if you were. Please go to threeriverblades.com. Check out all the knives I have up there. I do have a couple of the Wingmans left, so if you are going to wear one of those small knives, I do have a couple Wingmans left. Go ahead and order it. Also, go to Three River Kydex if you guys are interested in the tourniquet cards. I have a whole box of them, different colors. You pick the color you like, that kind of thing. It's all good to go. And I'll put the links down below of all the kit right here if you're interested. So as always, guys, thank you very much, and be safe.